All right. So, we have some very strange developments. I thought we would go from fake conspiracies to real ones. Seth Rich's laptop to be turned over by FBI. Judge rules this November 29th, 2023.
And it won't be erased.
Wait, not so fast. FBI defies court order, refuses to turn over Seth Rich evidence to attorney.
Oh, that's not because of any reason.
No, nothing to see here. Attorney Ty, they gave it to Ray Epps. Attorney Ty Clevenger is the bulldog attorney who has been after the DOJ and FBI for years to get to the bottom of the Seth Rich murder. Clevenger also investigated who supplied the DNC and Podesta emails to the DNC during the 2016 election cycle. After years of denying they had anything related to Seth Rich, the FBI and DOJ were caught lying over and over again. In September 2023, a judge finally demanded the FBI and DOJ provide all they had regarding Seth Rich to attorney Clevenger. The FBI responded requesting another 66 years before releasing the information. They wanted it moved out like the JFK assassination reports. Then in late November, a federal judge ruled the FBI must hand over evidence regarding former DNC employee Seth Rich's murder to Ty Clevenger. Judge Amos L. Mazant ruled the FBI must hand over Rich's personal laptop, work laptop, a DVD, and thumb drive within 14 days. It's now been over 40 days since this ruling came down, and the lawless Chris Wray FBI has defied the court order. Attorney Clevenger tweeted this out late last night. Just when I think the FBI can't get any more arrogant or lawless, there's this from the Seth Rich case. Can mainstream media reporters like Oliver Darcy, Andy Kroll, and Isikoff finally admit that none of this passes the smell test, that maybe they got duped? The current FBI brass believe they are above the law. This will only stop when there are legal ramifications for their lawless actions. That was from Trump. I'm kidding. Trump.
I was going to say.
That was very Trumpian. My question is simple. This is from Amuse on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter. Why is the FBI so committed to keeping the American people from seeing the laptop of a 27-year-old political staffer who held no security clearances? Seth Rich died 8 years ago. Why is the FBI defying the court's order?
Ooh, I know.
That's an excellent question.
Because
Why?
it's vital to. It's like a load bearing to several narratives. Not seeing that.
It's a load. It's a load bearing wall.
Yeah, it's absolutely a load bearing wall because there's so many things that are held up.
It's a load bearing wall to the entire Democratic Party narrative of the last 8 years.
Julian Assange things coming up. I mean, there's a lot riding on this.
Well, you know, speaking of Julian Assange, I mean, there are certain clips that you can't like unsee and you can't unremember. And one of them was in 2016. I remember talking about this a lot, where Julian Assange very strongly implied that Seth Rich was his source. Right? I'm not saying he was his source. I'm saying based on an interview with Julian Assange, he said something to the effect of, we as a point of policy never reveal our sources. Obviously, for very obvious reasons, it's important that WikiLeaks take a hard line there. But everything he was saying,
I remember that. He strongly implied they whacked him. He said
he strongly implied that they were his source. Now, if he was strongly implying that,
didn't he say something like it's
deliberately misleading for the sake of protecting a different source? I suppose you don't know that, but I don't know Julian Assange to be a very misleading person. Everything that WikiLeaks has ever put out has checked out 100% true. So obviously they engage in source protection as a publisher. But I can't think of a time when he's consciously misled the public in that way. And so that always sort of stuck with me. All of this, obviously not having come out yet. But I remember that was in 2016.
Didn't he say something like it's very dangerous or something to be a source?
Our sources put themselves at great risk.
Yeah,
and then they asked, well, is Seth Rich? And he says, we don't reveal our sources, but our sources put themselves in great danger sometimes to give us information. But the obvious implication was that, yes, he was the source.
Right.
Why would they be hiding the laptop if it's not him?
Well,
There's
of
no
course.
reason.
Why wouldn't you just hand it over? If there's nothing, again, this is like a Ray Epps situation. Like, what other interpretation is there other than that there is more to this than people were led to believe? Why on earth would the FBI want 66 years? I mean, that's JFK shit. 66 years. Who were you protecting? You're protecting somebody.
I bring this up a lot. Like, the lower end ones are 20 years. The higher end ones are 60 and up.
Yeah.
Also think, I mean, who was Seth Rich? He was a staffer who supposedly was killed in a random murder, right? He was killed at a gas station. So, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't that?
Why wouldn't you?
Why do they need his laptop at all?
That be disclosable at this point? Yeah.
And why lie about having it? Apparently, they lied about having it in the first place.
Right.
This is why we say people with, because now they, I don't know, they just casually announce UFOs are real on a regular. But let's say they did find a spaceship with an alien in it. Do you think they would tell you? Or do you think they would hide it for 75 to 80 years?
You know, at first I dismissed the people who said this is a new distraction, but now with like every week people are like, yeah, an alien came and ate my Fritos and I woke up in the middle of the night. Like, I'm starting to think it is.
Well, everything. I don't think it's an effective distraction. I think more people, remember the movie Independence Day starring the great Will Smith? Okay. More people care about the news that he's probably gay than that aliens are probably real. It's not the greatest distraction. The best distraction is like putting chicks with dicks on a beer can. That's a distraction. Like aliens, they don't have to even. I don't even think it is a good distraction. I think whatever the job was done on that is perfect, because it's, if you saw a picture of an actual real honest god alien, I know I wouldn't believe it. I would say that's a puppet.
Well,
right? Immediately,
I was saying this today. So I don't know if you watch Nerdrotic.
Gary, that's my friend.
Okay, so he's gotten like, they think it's death threats on X over his coverage of Echo.
Did he? I haven't seen him talk about it. I saw somebody else put a thing about it.
He did a video about Echo, and somebody put up, it's time to, and they put in 4 symbols. This motherfucker.
Who likes
So it's
Echo?
like, well, is it kill or fuck or what? But people who responded to it were saying, well, some sick bastards. But I looked at that and I said, that's a perfect example. Like, if they can get you that animated about a freaking TV show, what agency do you even have in your life anymore, man? Like, where are you in your behavior? What level of self-awareness do you have when you're going that batshit about a virtue signaling Marvel series?
Just the drugs are drugs, and it all works the same way.
They're doing drugs with Elon. We have that coming up, by the way. All right. Anything else, Keaton?
Nope.
All right, Misha, to you.
Okay, Sparky. In the late 1960s, miniskirts were considered empowering for women. The actresses thought they were great. Contrast that to Victorian times when women's attire couldn't even show an ankle. Thank you, Sparky.
Back in the radical Islam times of the West.
Like Smasher, Vivek wants to end Congress trading stocks. Once term limits, the left is captured. Let's join forces. 4 years end FBI.
Good luck, Vivek, with that. Many have tried.
Unvaccinated guy. Kurt survived Jamestown by swishing the Kool-Aid, but that made his teeth fall out at the gum, so he now uses Tic Tacs and chiclet gum to form a grin.
Jamestown or Jonestown?
Jamestown. This is Jamestown.
What's Jamestown? Is that Raleigh? Is that the?
I don't know.
Wait, what is the Jamestown Massacre? I don't know what the hell.
That was the one where they used Mountain Dew instead of Kool-Aid.
It was so bad, Kurt, you forgot.
They used Weilers.
Your teeth falling out. Back to Russ.